BTS, Red Osprey shortly departing Royal Pier for Cows.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Ocean Scene just passing the ocean dock now. She's back round for the Itchin. Nothing immediate for you inward bound. The Queen Anne is short down stations on the 46.
All copied, thank you very much.
Station calling Southampton VTS over. Lady Bertha VTS, good afternoon. Lady Bertha VTS, that's all received, ma'am, thank you. I believe there is no Lady Bertha available for you. If you could proceed to St Helens Road, Anchorage, over.
Ahoy, shipmates! Second broadcast of the day. Very unusual indeed. Down here, this is on the River Itchen. We have the ship carrying ship. For some reason, it always amuses me. Splint off. They carry ships all around the world. I believe these are all brand new vessels. There's a couple of princesses, maybe a Sunseeker or two. Great to see British exports. I don't know where that. Wonder where she's off to. Don't know. Don't know where she's off to. Hopefully taking them somewhere probably warmer, probably the USA or the Mediterranean. Had the divers in and out of the water all day because the divers go down, secure the strops round the hull, and they then connect the crane to it, and then they pull it up on, stick it onto the deck of the Flottengratsch, and then they weld the supports to the actual deck. Not just a case of putting a few supports in there, actually weld them on, and then making sure it's really secure. And they head off somewhere, with a lot of boats on board. And this one's coming out of the water. Anyway, we're not really here to watch this, but I'm just killing a bit of time waiting for the Queen Anne. Queen Anne has radioed in, and I did see some smoke coming out of her chimneys earlier. It looks like she'd started up the old engines. She's ready to go pretty much any time. Get a reasonable view of the lines on the front here. It's quite good. And we see the little shipmate there on the hatch. I think she's probably ready to go. Pilot radioed in, said it's all ready to go, and he'll come back with the numbers. Ahoy, shipmate XL447 says, ahoy, I seen a splint-off carrier in Antigua last year with yachts on it. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it, isn't it? You don't bother spending days and days and weeks driving a yacht all over the place. You just get someone to ship it to where you want it. That's real holidaying in style. Ahoy, shipmate Spikes being lowered or hoisted up. No, hoisted up. I think, from my understanding, these are typically all brand new boats. I know when I've been down to Shamrock Pier.
VTS Queen Anne.
Oh, there you go. Lights are coming in. You can see the lines coming in there. Almost singled up.
Ocean Scene, Red Osprey.
Yeah, Red Osprey, Ocean Scene. We're going up the Itchen, so I'm creeping across to the other side if you want to come up my starboard side.
Perfect, yeah, sounds good. I'll stick to the Reds and pass you on that side. Cheers.
Does seem like a lot of lines on the bow.
BTS Queen Anne.
BTS seems to have gone to sleep.
Iris Divers VTS.
Iris Divers, that's our diver clear on berth 31. We're now finished on berth 31 and heading back round to berth 44.
Iris Divers VTS, all copied, thank you.
VTS Queen Anne.
Queen Anne VTS. Queen Anne VTS, apologies, can you just repeat over?
Due to part 46 berth.
Queen Anne VTS, all copied and traffic clearance approved to depart. Got nothing immediate for you inward bound at this time.
I've noticed on the radio that they've been more particular
Ocean Scene VTS.
and saying some things like
VTS, Ocean Scene.
traffic clearance approved.
Ocean Scene VTS, not sure if you copied, Lee. Divers are now out and clear of the water on berth 31.
Yeah, I did copy that. Thank you.
Yes, it's notice that traffic clearance approved. Though I think there's might been a few situations where the communications between the vessel and VTS was a little unclear, and the vessel was left early. I remember hearing that a few times where the VTS was saying, "Well, no, we didn't say you could leave. You just asked us if you could leave, and we said call us when you're ready to go." And then they went. So I think maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. Oh, plenty of shipmates in the chat on this. I've noticed. I've come a quick look on Ferry Cam. Look at that, quite a grey afternoon. Well, really grey. No, that's better. It's quite a grey afternoon out there today, isn't it? It was started off this morning quite pleasant for our initial live stream this morning. And it just seems to have deteriorated. Oh, all lines are down. I wonder if I might go for a tactical outside microphone. I'm not sure what Queen Anne's like when she's by herself, if she's honky or not. Unfortunately, it is a bit windy out there. It says 12 knots. It's the wind direction really is upsetting the microphone. Normally it comes from the southwest, so I think that's the problem. The microphones are pushing to the southwest, and when the wind comes from any other direction, it sort of blows across it. But if it blows at it, it's fine. I think that might be the issue. I'll knock that on the head for the second. Shipmate Kerry Tarrant says on the third cocktail in the pool. Blimey, she's getting through those cocktails. It's not even... I was going to say the sun's not past the yardarm yet, but I can't really see the yardarm, so who knows? Maybe it is. See a few people wandering around on the top of Queen Anne. There we go, starting up those engines. How are they doing lifting that powerboat in? Yep, slowly coming along. I'm just going to move my tube. Move that camera to there. There we go. And then go back here on the other one. I have to work out which way works best for controlling the cameras. I think this will do the job. The second departure this evening will be, let me just check the time, make sure they haven't moved it on me, will be Arcadia, and that will be at 6 o'clock. Yeah, she's still due away at 6. Now, the Queen Anne, where is she off to, I hear you ask? Quite a small ship compared to some of the ships we have here at the Ocean Terminal. You can see not so many decks. We haven't had any numbers yet, but even so, it looks like she's probably going to have somewhere in the high 2000s, I would think. Someone's got a high visibility t-shirt on there. We can have a little look down at the ship, see what's going on. That is a high visibility hoodie, isn't it? If ever I've seen one. Safety hoodie, that one. My word. I think I'm going to have to produce a range of Solent Ships merchandise in high visibility colours. You know, an orange one and a green one or something or other. I mean, I could just see these people with their high visibility hoodies and t-shirts on from miles away. Very good. Put a big Solent Ships logo on the back. Guaranteed to zoom in on you if you've got a high visibility hoodie on. Any flags? No. Not many people out on their balconies. Although it is 4 o'clock. Maybe they're tucking into a little gentle cream tea somewhere on board. Oh, there's another couple down there standing on their balcony. Oh, I know. I see some wavers. Hey! Aha! There's some lucky shipmates there. Well, finding you shipmates. Let me just move in a little bit more. You're just about to go behind her. fantastic. A little bit of a honk there from Queen Anne. It rattled around port, considering the wind's in the wrong direction. That's done a pretty good job. I'll knock that on the head. I think it looks to me like they've got a device down there, so they probably are watching. If you are that couple waving, let us know what your cabin's like. Yeah, it's Queen Anne. Where is Queen Anne off to? I hear you say. Well, she's off on a 7-day round trip to the Atlantic coast and Iberia. Calling in Vigo in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal, and then back to the port of Southampton. So only 2 stops. Plenty of time on board at sea. So I get to enjoy all of the amenities on board. Oh, I've just realised I've muted the radio. If I've missed the figures, will someone help me out? Excellent. We can see you there, shipmates. Well done. Queen Anne has an interesting design here where there's sort of more cabins at the front here. Ah, there we go. I thought we'd see it. There's always someone on a Cunard ship in a white robe. Typically out on their balconies. I think they're just showing off that they've got fancy free robes. Or a fancy robe. I'm not sure if it's free on Cunard or not. Oh, the shipmate Georgina Stevenson. Oh, their shipmate Raymond Morris. Well, the shipmate Spike says cabin door magnets. Oh, you want Solent Ships anchors. Oh, is that someone with a torch behind the window there? Wow, that's quite impressive. If it is, oh, that is impressive. Looks like quite heavily tinted glass. Yes, quite a lot more cabins at the front. Some people have said she gives her a rather unpleasant sort of warhead look. It's been a bit of a complaint from some people. Yeah, I think someone's behind the glass there with their torch on. That's impressive. Shows you how bright these mobile phone torches are these days, doesn't it? Clearly through the tinted glass there. See all sorts of flashing lights going on in there. I'm not sure. I've not been on Queen Anne, so I don't know what it's like on board. Oh, that bar at the top there looks popular, doesn't it?
VTS, Roger 6, departing Town Quay.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all we see. Thank you. Queen Anne just departing from the ocean dock, outward bound. Nothing immediate for you. Inward bound at this time, and clear to proceed.
VTS, Roger 6, all copy, thanks so much. And can I get a dock tie gauge, please?
Red Jet 6 VTS, dock head is 4.09.
409, in that case, over to the Reds and outside to keep clear of the Queen Anne.
All received, thank you.
Yeah, so Queen Anne off.
Southern Cat VTS, good afternoon.
Off to the Atlantic coast and Iberia for Vigo and Lisbon. Only 2 stops, not very many, is it? Though I did notice that prices on this cruise actually started from just under £900. So that doesn't seem too bad, does it, for 7 nights on board Queen Anne? Relatively new ship with all that Cunard has to offer. So we've got a little tug waiting for us down here. Not sure if the tug's waiting for us or it just happens to be there. Looks like everyone's favourite tug, the Svitzer Eleanor Tugby. This camera's having a funny 5 moments. There we go. They're all having a funny 5 moments at the moment. I was really pleased everything was working, and now it's a little bit hit and miss. Holy shipmate John M. Holy shipmate Paul Weaver. Oh, please look at my Discord message. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. See what I can do. There's not much I can do while I'm trying busy to make things work. You can almost see it getting dark now, can't you? It's 5:15. I have a horrible feeling that we are already past the setting sun. Sun now sets at 4:50 in the afternoon. Really does feel like we've turned the corner, especially with a grey old day like this. Damp on the ground, grey skies, grey roads. I think probably
Southampton VTS, Arcadia, channel 12.
Arcadia VTS, good evening.
Yes, good evening, it's Arcadia. Sir, just want to confirm our departure time today of 1800.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copied and can confirm departure time of 1800, and your pilot will board from shoreside approximately 20 to 30 minutes before your departure time.
That's understood. Confirmed 1800. We are expecting the pilot from the shoreside 20 to 30 minutes before departure. Thank you very much, sir. Standing by 1216.
Obviously, thank you.
yes, definitely not the best of weather. So probably 7-day cruise down to Lisbon and Vigo might be pretty good. Get some sun and some good weather. Actually, I'm just looking down. Some of these prices look very reasonable on Cunard, on Queen Anne. I'm guessing they're inside cabins. What have we got here? Next one is a 14-day round trip to the Canary Islands. And that starts from £1,200 for an inside. It's not bad, is it? 14 nights. And then what's she doing after that? And then a couple of Spanish trips, Rotterdam, Canary Islands. And then December, she's doing a bigger trip. What's that one then? That's a lot more expensive. Oh, it's over Christmas. That would explain why that's more expensive over Christmas. That's about £4,500 for an inside cabin. Leaves on the 19th of December and comes back on the 6th of January. 4th of January, depending where you're getting off. The Arcadia is away at 6 o'clock, as we just heard on the radio there. It's going to be dark then, isn't it? Gosh. Oh, dearie me. And the Arcadia is off on a 3-day round trip to Belgium, calling in at Zeebrugge for Bruges in Belgium, and then back to Southampton. So, a little short trip for her. Shipmate Spike, Mrs. BST already. Yeah, I think I might just have CS. I think we'll have.
Southampton VTS, good afternoon. This is the Red Falcon passing Northwest Netley inbound. I'm just going to stick fairly tight to Western Shelf there and slip round Dockhead once the Queen Anne is clear. Permission to maintain speed?
Red Falcon VTS, that's all copied and clear to proceed with caution there for the outbound. Thank you.
All copied, sir. Many thanks.
I think we should have the BCT, British Captain's Time. Well, shipmate Barbara. Well, shipmate John. I'm going back through the chat a bit here. I'm a little distracted because my camera keeps... I don't know why it keeps going offline. It's slightly irritating. Well, shipmate Elizabeth G. most of you know. But I still haven't had any numbers yet from Queen Anne. That's what I was doing. I was looking through. So the show for Christmas, she basically down to the Canary Islands for Christmas. And then she heads back to Southampton and a few more round Europe. No, that's what I was looking for. So January the 6th next year, it's a 116-day round-trip full world voyage. Woohoo! That looks pretty impressive. Blimey. And that starts at about £22,000 for an inside cabin. You'd probably want an outside cabin, wouldn't you, really, if you're on a ship for 116 days. Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, Netley cam's pointing the wrong way. Nope, Itcham cam's pointing at super yachts. Oh, it's all going wrong, shipmates. Let's get the cameras pointing in the right directions. Too busy lustfully wandering after super yachts. There we go. Yes, so the world cruise, full world cruise, starting on the 6th of January on Queen Anne, say from about £22,000 per person for an inside cabin. It's probably going to cost you another £20,000 for the Wi-Fi package and the drinks package on top. So it's like £40,000 a person, plus that's two people. So you're looking at £80,000. That seems quite a lot, doesn't it? But that will start on the 6th of January. First call is Rotterdam in the Netherlands, then Bruges in Belgium. Actually, it starts in Hamburg. Let me restart that again. It starts in Hamburg.
VTS Queen Anne, Western Shelfine.
Oh, let's give some numbers for us, Queen Anne.
Queen Anne VTS, that's all. Copy, thank you.
No? No numbers? So it starts off in Hamburg, this 116-day cruise. Hamburg, then Rotterdam in the Netherlands, then Zeebrugge in Belgium, then Southampton, then Funchal in Madeira. Santa Cruz in Tenerife, then Mindelo, Salvinciteri Island in Cape Verde. So that's a new stop, don't get me there. And then all the way down to Namibia, quite a long way down to Namibia. Cape Town in South Africa. Then Port Elizabeth in South Africa. Durban in South Africa. Then St. Denis in the Reunion Island, Port Louis in the Mauritius Island, Colombo in Sri Lanka, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, once fine British overseas territory, now occupied by the Chinese. We handed that back. Then Manila, then Bali in Indonesia, then all the way over to Australia, Darwin in the Northern Territories, Arley Beach in Queensland, Brisbane in Queensland, Sydney in New South Wales, over to Vanuatu in Port Vila, then Suave in Fiji, Honolulu in the American outlying island, used to belong to the British, that one, Los Angeles, of course, in California, Guatemala, then through the Panama Canal, stopping off at the Dutch Antilles Islands, a couple of stops there, Wilmingstead and Oranjestad, then Miami in Florida, straight across the Atlantic to Ponta Delgado at the Azores, then Port Southampton, then back to Hamburg. Quite the itinerary. And I'm just looking through the itinerary. There's actually quite a few stops that are overnight as well. So overnight in Cape Town, overnight in Singapore, overnight in Hong Kong, overnight in Sydney, and an overnight in Los Angeles. Pretty good going, that, as long as you can afford to pay for it, I suppose. I think it'd be the cost of the internet package that would do it for me. Very expensive. What is the current weather? Currently, we are experiencing some gentle breezes, visibility down to 13 nautical miles. I can just sort of feel it in the air, can't you? It's a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of winter grey. Shipmate Alistair Adam, I fancy the 124-day one on Arcadia. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there are quite a few of them. Actually, I don't know what the price comparison is between them all. I know a while back that I was looking at I think it was the Iona was doing a 35-day. A couple of P&O ships did 35-day cruises to the Caribbean, around the Caribbean, and back again. I quite like the idea of that. They weren't cheap, but didn't seem too bad, really. Shipmate Spikes is £169, still £189 per person per night. It's not bad, is it? Includes your food. Shipmate Jam Ice says, can't believe been back a week already since Hamburg on Sky. I know what you mean. Time does fly. Well, shipmate Carol asks, any numbers for Queen Anne yet? No numbers for Queen Anne yet, unfortunately. Shipmate Nicholas Hall says, prepping the roast, towels in the dryer, ship's TV on, multitasking. Very good, very good. Do you know what? I wish I could do a bit of multitasking. It's something that really lets me down. In fact, in case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting you live and direct from the port of Southampton. Look at that. 25 minutes into the broadcast. That's getting pretty good. It's almost like I do this often and know what I'm doing.
VTS, Red Osprey, account.
Red Osprey, BTS, all copy, thank you.
Yeah, as you can see, the visibility is not brilliant. It's going to be quieter. There's no ships tomorrow, no ships Monday or Tuesday. The next departure is Wednesday, and that's just one. Then nothing Thursday. Then 3 on Friday. The Britannia. Disney Fantasy. Disney Fantasy is back. MSC Posier. And then we have Disney Fantasy on the 1st of November as well. She's coming back from refit, so we might see her on and off. And then Disney Fantasy again on the 3rd of November. I think that's the last time. Oh, their shipmate to Andrew Monument says he's lolling at Dean. Why is he lolling at Dean? Oh, yeah, shipmate Lloyd's Travel Adventures on Arcadia World Cruise. 106 nights in 2027. Fantastic. If you don't mind me asking, shipmates, is the Wi-Fi package really expensive for the long cruises, or does the Wi-Fi package get cheaper?
Red Eagle, VTS, that's all copied, and you are clear to proceed. Queen Anne, just running down to Lanes Lake, outward bound.
I think that's the bit I couldn't really do, although could I vlog for 106 days or 124 days? I think I might struggle. Well, I don't know, maybe I could. Give me something to do, wouldn't it? 116 days of vlogging. Over 3 months. Oh, this should be Kerry Jones. What time's Arvia? Arvia's departing at 6 o'clock. Well, this should be Daniel Elliott. Has there been any honking from Queen Anne? Just a little. I think it was just the one honk. It was a little disappointing. I think she's better when she's got someone to honk at. And she's definitely much, much better when there's another Cunard ship in port. Very vocal indeed there. There we go. Yeah, some people have said that they find the look of Queen Anne slightly ungainly at the front, but sort of like top heavy. Well, I can sort of see what they mean. Shipmate Spike saying fancies doing a 2-day trip. That's right. It's one of those 2-day cruises that if she's late back from the refit, they can cancel it and not upset too many people. Shipmate Georgina Seamus says, oh, should be good honking with Captain Wesley's back on board. And I think he will be, won't he? I think he's been off and he comes back on after the refit, from what other people were saying. So, yeah, you are right. We could have a stupendously excellent blasting of horns. And maybe as well, on the last day, I think it's the 3rd of November is the last day. Could be really good, actually. Oh, I better check. Is that 3rd of November? It's the 3rd of November, isn't it? It rings a bell for some reason. What am I doing? I'm doing something on the 3rd of November. Let me just check. I haven't double booked myself, have I? Wouldn't be a surprise. 3rd of November. 3rd of November. Oh, having my car remedied. Good. Well, that's all right. That'll be fine. That won't interfere with the ships departing. Shipmate James Dawson says I could quite happily do 100 odd days of blogging on a ship. It's actually quite hard work when I was doing it on Norwegian Aqua. I didn't mind doing it. I quite enjoyed it. But that was only for 10 nights, 11 days. Not sure I could... well, maybe I could do it for 116 days. Yeah, probably good. Shipmate Liz asks, did I get my drone out of Disney Fancy yet? No, I haven't. Mainly a combination of myself not being in port, the captain not being here, and then also the weather not being very good. It's a combination of both. Let's have a quick look. When is she next in, and what's the weather likely to be? Okay, Disney Fancy next in on the 1st. And the weather on the 1st looking, oh dear. Well, actually, it's looking good in the morning, but it's generally not looking good. All right, if that works, I shall do it then. And I've been away a few times. It's been quite busy recently. James Dawson's question is, would the captain do it if they paid you to do a world cruise? I don't think they need to pay me, frankly. I'll probably do it for free. Probably do it for a healthy discount. Not sure I can afford whatever it was. What did I think it was? For like £40,000, £20,000, £22,000 odd for the cabin. I suspect another £20,000 for Wi-Fi and the drinks package. So at least I can get some fizzy water and such like. So could I do that? Well, I certainly can't afford £40,000. But maybe if they sold it to me at slightly cheaper, I might think about it. 116 days of vlogging on board. I wonder if they changed the entertainment, because normally if you're on a cruise ship for 7 nights, they provide enough entertainment to keep you amused for 7 nights. And if you're on there for 116 nights, they haven't got... Wow, that's interesting. I wonder what they do for entertainment-wise. It'd be interesting. Shipmate Robert James asking, what do you think of the P&O Ventura? Just booked it as my first cruise for 1 week. P&O Ventura are very popular with all the shipmates. They like the slightly older, slightly smaller ships. They really enjoy them. So I would think you should be okay on that one. Some of the shipmates find the bigger ships a bit too intimidating, too many crowds, too many people. Shipmate Alpha Mum says, reckons 116 days would fly by. They certainly would, wouldn't they? Quite a lot of sea days. Oh, you'd certainly know the ship pretty well. Shipmate James thinks that if you book a full world cruise, they throw in the Wi-Fi. I'd like to think so. I'm not 100% convinced. Oh, it is looking murky out there, isn't it? Shipmate Liz McLaughlin says, oh, they're on the last 2 days of Queen Anne's World Cruise to Hamburg. But we are then going on to Norway. Oh, right, yes, I saw there was all sorts going on there. Shipmate Kerry Tarrant's on 5 cocktails now. Gosh. Not even 5 o'clock, shipmate, although I don't remember. You're somewhere on a ship somewhere, aren't you? Shipmate Zoe Lloyd says, yes, the entertainment changes and the local entertainment comes on board the world cruises. I thought that might be the case. I know when I've been on board the Oceania Marina and Oceania Vista, they like to stay in port longer, so they sort of depart out to the port in the evenings at night time, sort of 9-10 o'clock, which gives enough time to get some local entertainment on board. A little flavour of where you are, which I think sounds a great idea. You feel like you're travelling more then. I always find that slightly disappointing when the cruise ships leave at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. You don't really get to experience the evening or night time, and you're in and out so quickly, barely get to see a thing. Shipmate Lloyd's Travel Adventures. So they've just come off Ventura on Sunday. Lovely, a bit quirky. You'll love her. There you go. I think that sums up quite well. Shipmate Zoe Lloyd Wright says they don't throw in Wi-Fi on the world cruise. It's £2,003 if you want it for multiple devices on 27 cruise. Oh, that's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought. Shipmate Pete's Sharp says came off of Ventura Saturday, also had a great time. Shipmate Paul Weaver says it's not murky, it's moody. Sells the port better. Sound like you've got a little bit of wistful poet. Oh, wistful poet in you. Visibility is falling now. What's visibility now? 16 nautical miles. Well, that's not so bad. So if it's £22,000 for the cruise, £2,000 for the Wi-Fi package, I'm assuming the drinks package might cost a few pounds as well. To be honest, I might not bother with it. Buy the odd Coke here and there. Treat myself to a rum-based cocktail once a week. I wouldn't be able to anyway. If I'm blogging every day, I wouldn't be able to utilise the drinks package. Oh, so there you go. So it might come in at around £25,000. That's still more than I can afford. Have to have a channel whip round. Maybe we'll start with, instead of buying a powerboat, the big luxury gin palace for the channel, we'll start with buying the captain around the world cruise. Oh, with the Hamburg Hafen Live. Guten Abend. I imagine you've been busy browsing for cameras. You join us here for the departure of Queen Anne into what I can only describe as fairly murky conditions. It's looking a little clearer from the Isle of Wight. Yeah. Looking not very good over land, over to Portsmouth. The Arcadia is coming from that way. It's looking a bit clearer that way. Got a bit of water on the lens on Ferrycam. I think it's just ever so slightly drizzling out there. Well, of course, it's half term, isn't it? Is it half term next week or this week? I don't remember which week is the half term. No problem, Hamburg Hafen Live. If you have any more questions, just drop me a line. I'll see if I can help. Shipmate Sarah Athletes on Ventura in February for 35-night USA Caribbean. Now see, that's the ones I'm thinking of doing. I noticed P&O do quite a few of those. I think Iona's doing one. I'm not sure. I think Arcadia is already there. So I think Ventura, like you say, is doing one. I think there might be another one doing one. Shipmate Paul Weaver says the cruise company get Shanty to sponsor it. Yeah. I wonder if I can take a couple of crates of rum on board with me. Medicinal purposes, of course. This week and next in Dorset. Really? This week and next in Herefordshire. This week and next. What do you mean? 2 weeks of half term? Why are they getting 2 weeks for half term? What's the big idea? Thought half term was only 1 week. Interesting. Is that different? Is it different for different areas of the country, I wonder?
Southampton VTS, Sunseeker 55.
Ooh, Sunseeker 55. Hello. Is one of you there?
Sunseeker 55 VTS.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. We're just exiting the Itchen River, going round to Ocean Dock, 44 berth, where we're loading to ship.
Sunseeker 55 VTS, all copied, thank you.
There you go, you can see them welding that little bright light where the two high-vis jackets are. That's where they're welding the braces and supports onto the deck. So it sounds like they've got another Sunseeker to load on board. Fantastic.
VTS, Ocean Scene. Oh, secure Millstone Point. Closing down now, thank you.
Ocean Scene VTS, that's all copied, Lee, thank you. Very good evening to you.
And you, thank you.
San Marlow VTS.
Shipmate Alpha Mamas, it's only 1 week. Shipmate excellent spell in Montebello's Wake. He thinks it's primary schools had 2 weeks, Norton high schools only 1 week. Oh, I don't know. It's all very confusing. I don't know why they keep changing these things. Shipmate Lloyd's.
San Marlow VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Can you just confirm crew and passenger figures over?
We could do a crew and passenger figures from Queen Anne, frankly, unless I've missed it.
San Marlow VTS, that's all received, thank you. No outbound traffic to Adventure at this time. The Lady Bertha is to the east of the Nab Tower. She's in rebound for St Helens Anchorage, over.
Excellent speller Matt Kingston saw some local authorities have changed the summer to 5 weeks and added another week to October half term instead. Oh, well, that's curious. Why? Wonder why that is then. Hasn't happened here in Hampshire. Okay, well, that would make sense then. I can normally tell when it's school holidays. Hovercraft just coming in from Southsea. Oh, yes. Definitely looking dull over that way. Yes, some of the ships I'm rather partial to sparkling water. You know, even if I don't have lots of rum during the day, and I have lots of sparkling water, yeah, that soon adds up, doesn't it? I wonder what the drinks package costs on Queen Anne. Let's have a quick look. Okay, let's have a look. It is $50 a day. Wow. That's adding up, isn't it? The question is, how much is it to buy drinks on board? Let's have a look. Bottled beers around $6 to $7. Yeah, I don't think you've had to drink many drinks to get your value worth the package. Yeah, something to think about, isn't it? Even if you just want sort of some soft drinks. I haven't had any passenger numbers yet from Queen Anne. It's a bit disappointing. Probably quite good at giving us numbers. Should be able to pick her up all the way down here, down at the Cowshot Spit. The beach huts are looking not as colourful as they have been. Shipmate Margaret says that drinks package wouldn't be so bad if it was per cabin instead of per person. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking, the limit is 50.
Queen Anne VTS.
Oh, why can't I hear Queen Anne? I can hear ships all the way past the forts. Maybe it's the drizzle.
Queen Anne VTS, that's all copied.
Oh, I think that was probably the numbers.
Yeah, affirmative, apologies, yeah, affirmative.
Shipmate Williams has wondered if the ships are set up with Christmas decorations. Yeah, probably not. They've probably got Halloween to go first, haven't they?
Queen Anne VTS, that's all copied. Confirm passengers 2946, crew 1242 plus.
Oh, thank you, Chris, for repeating that. So we do have some figures eventually. For some reason we can't pick up Queen Anne on the radio. So Queen Anne's departing with
6 VTS, will receive, thank you.
2,946 passengers. Let's have a look. How does that fit in with her? Oh, that's pretty much maximum double occupancy. And 1,242 crew. That's slightly over the full crew. So she's a very full ship for this 7-day round trip to the Atlantic coast. Well, this shipmate Julie McKay. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Get yourself down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog. And make use of the channel member benefits, such as our Discord server and the members areas here and there. Oh, and the VTS radio. There's a streaming VTS radio channel. Yeah, so it's quite busy. I wonder if there's many children on Queen Anne. You wouldn't expect there to be many children on board, would you? But I suppose there could be. You can see the Red Funnel Ferry there. Ah, you can see right on the top of the Red Funnel Ferry, there's 2 white lights. So on a vessel, the white lights on it indicates the direction of travel. The lowest one is at the front and the higher one is at the stern, so that you can tell. Well, you can tell which way she's going because you can see. But if it was really dark and you couldn't see, you would know that the vessel would be heading in the direction of the lower white light. You can see the red light in the middle indicating the port side, so you know she's going forward and not backwards as well. Very useful things, these lights at night, although equally very confusing when it's really dark and there's just lots of lights out there. It can be quite disorientating. There we go, just passing Cowshot Spit. Next away is the Arcadia at 6 o'clock. She's radioed in and all ready to go. We've had numbers for Queen Anne, so we're doing quite well. We've got a little honk out of Queen Anne. I don't know if we'll get a honk out of Arcadia. I don't even know which way Arcadia is facing. Let's have a quick look on the map, shall we, and see which way she's facing. Oh, she's facing the wrong way. Oh, your shipmate Carol. Oh, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member and supporting the channel. Make your way down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog.
Colombian Starbit, yes.
And make use of the channel member benefits, like the Discord server. Should be a link for it there somewhere. If you can't get on the Discord server, send me an email. I'll send you a link, or ask one of the spanners. They might be able to help out if they're in the chat. Shipmate Spike says that Umbrella don't charge gratuities and include drinks in the fare too. Ooh, include drinks in the fare. Ooh. Yes, I mean, that's something you've got to be aware of. I know on the Oceania cruises, they look a bit more expensive, but when you look at the fine detail, they do include shore excursions, drinks packages, specialty restaurants, internet. And so when you compare that to some of the other ships, by the time you've added all those packages in, it's not actually that bad. Shipmate Millie A says they've booked a 9-day on Queen Elizabeth out of Miami during December. Oh, what a great time of year to get away. Lovely warm Miami. Got a friend over in Miami that I've been trying to visit for a while. Actually, no, she's not in Miami. She's in the other side. Suddenly the name escapes me. What have I forgotten? What's the name of the place on the other side? The other side of the swamp. The side of the Everglades. Tampa. I don't know why I forgot Tampa. For a while back, Tampa was one of the cheapest places to fly to from the UK. You get a return flight to Tampa. I think it was something like £89. Crazy price. That was sort of like last year. Excellent, shipmate. Spike says yes. The link for the Discord is under the perks button. I'm glad you said that, because I don't actually know where it is. I've never become a member of my own channel, so I've never actually seen the links. People ask me, say, "Where's the link?" I don't know. That's why I say if you need to, I can just send you the link. But that sounds like you might be able to find that, hopefully. Shipmates Sarah finally relented at clock change and put the heating on. Do you know what? It's been quite lovely and warm today with the sun coming in, but you're absolutely right. I did think this afternoon, when it got a bit cloudy, definitely time to put the heating on. It's not like it was. That's quite impressive. You've held out to almost November. That's very good. I think one year I held out to November sometime. It was a really mild. It was cold early October, but towards the end of October, very mild. I managed to hold out until November. Just put a few extra jumps on during the day. And there she is, passing Cowshot Spit. Well, there should make Christine Nicholson. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit quiet this week. I may well broadcast Arcadia. That's 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Friday, definitely, because we've got 3 ships departing on Friday. Then Saturday, we've also got 3 ships departing, one of which is Disney Fantasy, so that'll be good. Then Sunday, we've also got 3 ships. So it's actually a fairly busy weekend, next weekend. Monday, Disney Fantasy, so I'll be live streaming that one after hopefully my car passes MOT. Hopefully I didn't break it, taking it to France. Then it's a little bit quiet next week. Only 1 ship next Saturday after. Oh, it's looking really quiet. Oh, yeah, it's reaching that time of year. Ship, hey Christine, Nicholas says, sadly could not wave to you on Thursday. I only being delayed because of the weather. Ah, no problem, shipmate. Fully understandable. Yes, excellent spanner Hades points out that the confusing red funnel ferries have a switch when they can turn themselves round, change the nav lights from left to right, from right to left, and forwards to backwards, and backwards to forwards. Shipmate Elizabeth Leafborn says, oh, if you're in the port of Funchal in Madeira during December, they have lovely decorations. It's worth walking through the town in the evening. Aha, okay. Is that after you've gone down the hill in one of those wicker basket things?
VTS, we're champion.
We're champion.
VTS, we're champion, good evening to you. Just going to stations here at 22, should be outbound very shortly. We're out main channel, north of the right middle for Portsmouth today. 5.4 the draft, PC 1024 and 9 POB.
We're champion VTS. That's all copy, thank you.
Thank you.
Shipmate Randy Barnes from San Diego. He says, see the pilot in front of the Queen Anne. Is he guiding the ship? Oh, that's the harbour master that you can see in front of the cruise ship. Any ship that's larger than, I think it's something like 120 metres, gets guided out by the harbour master, the port patrol. We have a lot of pleasure traffic in the area, and you'd be surprised how many people are sailing down Southampton water without a care in the world with a 400 metre long container ship bearing down on them. They have no idea. So yeah, they need to make sure to clear the way, honk at vessels. You might be asking, how do I know this? Well, I have not been honked at, I would like to add, but I have been on the water to the side on Southampton water and seen other ships get honked, or the boats, mainly small pleasure craft, get honked at, especially here, because it's a bit confusing because the ships obviously do a big zigzag around Bramble Bank, so you can be thinking, oh, I'm okay, I'm well away from the ship.
BTS, Red Eagle, hook in.
And then it turns right towards you.
Red Eagle VTS, good evening. We're champion, the end away shortly from the Empress bound for a...
All copy, thank you.
Excellent spanner there, Multiburn. Wakey points out it's the SP Pathfinder. That's absolutely right. Spot on there, shipmate. I have also seen the Pathfinder tow vessels away when someone's broken down. And they'll pull them out of the way. I've also been shouted at by the harbour master. It was when the US aircraft carrier, the Sir Gerald Ford, was in port, and there was a 500-metre exclusion zone.
Lady Bertha, VTS, good evening.
There was a 500-metre exclusion zone around the aircraft carrier, and we were probably a good 600-700 metres away, well out of the exclusion zone. Anyway, they felt the need to come over and say, keep away, keep away. I was like, okay, we're not going near it, but it's part of their job. And I think they like whizzing around, blasting their horns and sirens, shouting at people. I suppose I'd be the same. Well, the shipmate spike, it says question on channel markers is the red one on the left as you arrive or depart. As you arrive, I mentioned this earlier, the red on the left, so it's red to red as you come into port, as you arrive. The Americans do it the other way around, so they have green as you arrive, which I find very confusing. That's probably because I've grown up with red to red. To me, red to red makes sense because you go into a port and you think, well, I want to keep my red to red, my green to green. That's how I enter port. But the Americans do it the other way around. I think visibility is getting worse, if you ask me. 19 nautical miles, 9 degrees C, 85% humidity. The wind's dropped a bit. Yeah, not so windy on the outside microphone now. Shipmate, there's the Jesus remembers that little episode.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon, permission to depart raw P and current speed, please.
Red Falcon, VTS, good evening. We're champion underway shortly from the Emperor's background for Portsmouth using the main channel.
Thank you.
See, the lights are on the Ride Pier. It's looking quite pretty. Shipmate Marina Claire says been in those baskets 3 times, loved it. No, I've not been in the baskets myself. Talking about in Feng Shao in Madeira. There is I'm not really sure it's a tradition. I think it's a bit of a touristy thing, but it's sort of fun. Yeah, you go up to the hill in the back of town and then come down in a wicker basket with a couple of gentlemen behind, just sort of pushing it and sliding it down the hill. So you essentially careen out of control, well, they're controlling it, down the hill, right back to the city centre. Looks quite good fun. I've not done it, but apparently shipmate Marina Claire's done it 3 times, so it must be good. I think the baskets are even wide enough to get 3 people in there, as long as you're 3 smallish people. Certainly get 2 people in there. And that's wide next to each other, not like a toboggan. Well, shipmate Williams says, when are we next live, please? Oh, good question. I think I was mentioning that earlier. I didn't actually sure I saw I put a point on it. Wednesday for Arcadia, I would say, at 4 o'clock. And then definitely Friday. We've got Disney Fantasy back in on Friday. Friday we've got Hino's Britannia, Disney's Fantasy, and MSC Posia on Friday. Well, shipmate Tony used to say has a box game got a problem, it keeps buffering. Yes, I've noticed that. It's been playing up a bit lately. I'm going to give it a reboot. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find the button on the software where the reboot is. So I don't know. Normally there's like a reboot button, but I can't seem to find it. I logged in, I can't find it either, so I will have a go at that later. I'm not quite sure why it keeps rebooting. Shouldn't do, really. But I noticed it was a bit funny this morning. Probably just needs a bit of love and attention from the captain. Shipmate Liz Believable says, went to the top of the hill, watched the men, the baskets.
BTS, Red Jet 6, Northwest Netley, and permission to carry on at speed, please.
Red Jet 6, BTS, yes, it would be permission to proceed.
Thank you.
She says there were loads of them. Just thought there'd be about 5 or 6. No, there is loads of them there. I don't know if you've seen it at the bottom of the hill. They've got like a little flatbread lorry that they then stack them all onto and drive them back up to the top again. They also have people working at the junctions, because as these things slide down the hill, they don't have any brakes. So they have people stopping the cars at the junction so they don't go slamming into the side of a car in their basket. Well, look how quickly the conditions have deteriorated. It's got a bit dark, dingy. Water looks fairly calm out in the sun there, though. Not too bad. Have a quick look on my weather map. See how it is wind-wise. I think it's going to be pretty good. Not... Yeah, it's reasonably gentle. So, yeah, let's have a look. So I'll bring up the wind map for you. There you go. So yeah, the wind's a little bit blustery in the English Channel. Quite gentle around here, though. Although, not looking desperately good off of Provence in the south of France. Looking a bit windy over there. And I did hear earlier, so we've got a bit of a puddle of wind here to the east of the Azores. But this is the one I heard on the radio earlier, over in Jamaica. I'm having real struggles here. Look at this. This is some real high-speed wind here. This is wind...
VTS, we're jumping on the way from the Empress.
This is wind in the sort of 60 knots.
We're champion BTS, inbound Red Eagle passing SO, outbound Red Falcon approaching Jim.
But nothing in the middle.
All received, sir. Thank you.
Really is the eye of the storm there, isn't it? Just off of Jamaica. Don't know if it's going to hit Jamaica or if it's going to head over towards Haiti in the Dominican Republic. Don't really want to have... Haiti doesn't really want to have that one again. We've already had a few of those blow pasts recently. I've said, what's the red blue flashing tower? Has it been a good tower? No, I think it's a fairground ride. I think we've worked that out the other day. Someone said up at Town Hill Park there's a fair travelling fair in. I think that's what that is. I'll show you Spinnaker Tower in a bit. Spinnaker Tower does not look like that whatsoever. Although equally it is flashy and bright. It's not flashing as such. Oh, there's Kath Brown. You're very good at remembering all the times I get told off. Yes, I think you're right. It was the Arcadia's departure on a world cruise. And yes, I went out there and live streamed the firework display. And then afterwards, the Harbour Patrol came over and had a word. He didn't actually have a word. He was just making sure we were okay because we hadn't moved. And I said to him, "No, I'm live streaming." He thought we'd broken down because we were just a bit unusual to be there. You sure? You're right. I said, yeah, we're fine. He was very impressed. We had little nav lights on the tender, had life jackets, had a radio. We're all correctly as we should be. We were all ship shape. It's just that people weren't expecting a little tender to be watching the fireworks. It was a bit chilly that evening. That's fine. Unfortunately, I was live streaming it, and then somebody called. I'd forgot to turn my phone into the do not disturb mode. So when someone called me, it stopped the live stream. I think, and it was someone calling me to tell me that they'd heard on the radio they were coming to speak to a tender, speak to a rib that had broken down. And he called me and said, I think have you broken down? I said, no, I haven't broken down. And he said, well, they're coming to have a word with you. Yes, it's very, very good at remembering the times I get into trouble. Try not to. Shipmate Alpha's mum was asking, is that the dining room? Could well be. We can sort of, now the ships have got their lights on and it's dark, we can actually see into the ships, can't we? See the various different public areas. See into the sort of central heart of the ship. Looks like the big atrium there. Looks like a massive screen on the wall from what I can see. Looks like a retracting top as well. Shipmate Elizabeth Leafborn says, yes, a fairground near the Thornhill. Yeah, here is, there you go. There's the Spinnaker Tower on the left, and there's the Lipstick Building on the right. Don't know what's in between. I think it might just be a construction crane. Or there, Johnny B. Like a lovely illuminated name there. I do like the illuminated names on the ships. I think it makes it so much easier to spot them. Still quite a few shipmates wandering around, stretching their legs. Getting their last bit of fresh air in and the last look at the wonderful Isle of Wight before they head off out into the channel.
VTS Bluefin.
Don't think there's too many around the pool area.
Bluefin VTS, good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, evening again, Ray. Complete the dredge, 5.95 out to the dump main channel.
All received, sir, thank you, and ferry traffic.
Thank you.
He's out to the dump, so he's dredged wherever he's been dredging. Where's he been dredging? UKD Bluefin. Where is he then? Not sure where he is. He's been dredging somewhere. And now he's going to go out somewhere near the Isle of Wight. He's up at the container terminal.
Samalo, Southampton VTS.
So there's the UKD Bluefin up there at the container terminal.
Samalo VTS received, sir. Can you please confirm between which port you plan to pass to join the main?
There you go. As you can see, look, been dredging this area here, obviously. Obviously, that's needs a bit of work. And where's UKD Blue come from? Oh, we've been doing dredging in the main channel as well, by the looks of it. Around the Bramble Bank. I heard him earlier, so he'll take the northern channel. And then looks like, there we go. This is somewhere near the Nab anchorage, so he's going down here to just dump it. Well, shipmates, I'm going to hit the galley. I suggest you do as well, and we'll be back at 6 o'clock for the departure of Arcadia. So I shall see you all shortly.
Northeast of your current position, the Lady Bertha will pass to the south of Nabin Buoy and anchor St. Helens Anchorage.
VJS, we're jumping Western Shelf outbound.
Well, champion received, thank you. So Red Eagle to clear the Greenland inbound.
Thank you.
BTS, good evening. Red Jet 6, with your permission, departing Southampton down to coast.
Red 6 BTS, good evening. Outbound traffic. The Wood Champion is approaching Lane Lake, will be using the main channel. Inbound traffic, your colleague Red Eagle is approaching northwest. Yes, you have the permission to depart.
Oh, copy, sir. Thank you.
BTS Red Eagle, passing northwest at the inbound. Permission to continue with the speed, please.
Red Eagle DTS, good evening, sir. Traffic information, UK Bluefin passing 105, they're outbound. The permission to proceed, caution, your approach.
That's all covered, sir. Thank you.
Queen Anne, Southampton BTS. Very good evening to you, sir. The ferry St. Malo passing St. Helens Anchorage, rejoining the channel between Warner and St. Helens Point, you're aware. Red Osprey Beaches, good evening. Outbound traffic, the Wood Champion approaching Lanes Lake Boy will be using the main channel. And the UKD Bluefin is passing 103 Perth as we speak. Happy to proceed at speed if you wish.
VTS, Bluefin, just approaching pier head out.
Bluefin VTS received, sir, thank you.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon, hook out.
Red Falcon VTS, look out, thank you.
Yeah.
Queen Anne VTS, sir, evening to you again. Leaving very shortly, sir. She's to anchor at St. Helens. And further to the south of the tower, the Colombian Star currently holding position. She's boarding a course of pilot at 1830, Charlie. Lady Bertha VTS. Yes, when it is safe to do so, you may leave the fairway now. When it is safe to do so. That is everything, thank you, sir. Break Queen Anne VTS.
Southampton VTS, Saint-Malo, we are pushing through the front.
Saint-Malo VTS received, thank you for the call, sir, and there is no reported relation movement that man from Portsmouth.
Thank you.
VTS Bluefin, Western Shelton.
Bluefin VTS, proceed, sir.
VTS, we're champion, hook buy out, main channel for Portsmouth.
We champion VTS, receive. With Osprey there, northbound going bound.
All received, sir, thank you very much.
Lady Bertha VTS. Lady Bertha VTS, in your current position zone. Yes, you are out there to drop your anchor. Call again once you drop your anchor, please.
VTS Red Osprey, hook in.
Red Osprey VTS, you getting both in lanes like that now.
All copy, thank you.
Queen and VTS, that's received. VTS, good evening. And Tower VTS, that is received, and yes, confirm your pilot boarding time tonight is 2000 local time, 2000 local time, boarding air Foxtrot. Traffic information, sir. There is no reported traffic from the North Tower out to southeast. However, we have the large passenger vessel Queen Anne. She's now approaching New Buoy. Once she's clear of the area, she will proceed outbound for Spain. Keep a list watch on this channel for VTS and 9 for Southampton Pilot. Southampton Pilot will call you in Channel 9 for final boarding instructions. Colombian Star, Southampton VTS. Colombian Star, Southampton VTS.
Southampton VTS, the Arcadia.
Colombian Star, Southampton VTS, sounds of.
Southampton VTS, Arcadia.
Arcadia VTS, very good evening to you.
Yeah, into you, Ray, sorry. to booked in, but yeah, we're all ready to go on 106 berth. Upper swinging ground, bound to port, outbound for Zeebrugge, draft of 8 metres, and we've got the passenger and crew figures if you're ready.
Yeah, Colombian Star, just stand by. I'm talking to another vessel now. Arcadia, just go ahead with the numbers, please.
Yeah, that's passengers 2087, crew 842 plus 1. That's 292.
SP Bluefin, thanks very much.
Received Zeebrugge, 8 meters, 2087 and 842. Ferry traffic this end, yes, you have the clearance to depart your berth.
Yeah, understood, thank you.
Colombian Star, Southampton VTS, traffic information, outbound large passenger vessel Queen Anne to the north of you. About to disembark your pilot, sir. Keep a listening watch on this channel, please, all the time, as we were trying to call you a few times now. Colombian Star, VTS, radio VHF channel to watch. Number 1, channel 12. Number 2, 09 for pilot. Number 3, channel 11 for Portsmouth VTS. Colombian Star VTS, you may call to arrange your pass. You may call the Queen Anne on this channel, channel 12, to arrange your pass bridge to bridge. Speak to Queen Anne straight. Queen Anne VTS, good evening. That is received, sir. If you can call, please call Colombian Star on this channel to confirm your passing arrangement bridge to bridge. On this channel, please.
Jet 6 VTS, that's all received, thank you. You got the UKD Bluefin just approaching SO outward bound. No inbound traffic to effectuate this time. Just be aware the Arcadia, she's just getting underway now from 106 out.
Southampton VTS, the Arcadia.
Arcadia VTS, very good evening to you.
Yeah, into you, Chris. Just being informed we got a medical emergency. Going to have to land a crew member, sure thing. So, just checking if we can get the air bridge back on.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copied. We'll make a phone call.
You understand?
Arcadia VTS. Arcadia VTS, yeah, just spoke to the AOM. They're jumping on it now. Should be with you shortly. All copied, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! Back again. Just heard on the radio there. I'm assuming you just heard on the radio. That's a crew member. They may need some medical assistance. The Arcadia is waiting for the air bridge to come back so they can offload the crew member. Hopefully.
VTS Red Eagle, shortly away from Raw Pier, please.
Hopefully nothing too severe.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all copied and you are clear to proceed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got a good view down to the port, so the Arcadia is off to our right. Can't quite see. I can't see past the building, unfortunately. But that is the CMA CGM Zheng He there. She's come in from Gdansk in Poland. See her unloading her cargo of
Lady
containers.
Bertha, Lady Bertha VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Maintain a good listening watch now, please. Channels 12 for VTS traffic, 09 for Southampton pilot.
Oh, it's a tanker. Lady Bertha tanker at the NAB anchorage. I think she's either just coming or going. I'm not sure. There's the Lady Bertha there at the NAB anchorage. On the way to Fawley. Where has she come from? Come from the North Sea somewhere. I think we can go back a few days. That's the advantage of having the Pro version here. Say what, last month. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. No, it looks like she basically goes between Rotterdam and Fawley. I think there's a refinery over here. This is where she's been at anchor. So she'll drop anchor and just wobble around. Fawley, different refineries do different things to the fuels. Fawley has a particular expertise in some fuels. And obviously maybe the oil arrives in at Rotterdam through pipelines, the crude oil from the various platforms out in the North Sea. But something I noticed when we went to Hamburg on the Sky Princess. So many platforms out there. Very impressive. It's a minefield, quite frankly, trying to work your way through there. Navigational hazard. It's a good job there, all well illuminated and lit. I see there's quite a busy town here at the ferry terminal today. I don't know if that's to do with half term. Quite likely. It seems like there's a couple of half terms on. Holy shit, Margaret. Hoping that it's not our crew member friend that we took back to the ship this morning after meeting her in Southampton. No, I hope not either. Monty Bill's Week, isn't that St Helens Anchorage? Yeah, could be actually, yeah. Near the Nab Tower. So, yeah, I wasn't paying too much attention. There we go. So, yeah, there's the Nab Tower, and the Lady Bertha is up here. And there's not so bad now, but a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, when Fawley was having some issues, I'd never seen so many ships at anchor here. And in fact, even VTS, when the tankers were coming to anchor up, was saying, we don't really have any more anchorages, so you just have to find somewhere to anchor all by yourself. We've had numbers in for the Arcadia. 2,087 passengers on Arcadia. Let's have a look. Check my numbers. 287 passengers. That's pretty much a full ship.
Southampton VTS, UKD Bluefin.
842 crew.
UKD Bluefin VTS.
Pretty much a full complement of crew.
Good evening, Hook outbound through the main channel.
UKD Bluefin VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Now, they all seem to be they seem quite busy, the ships at the moment. I think it might be the half term making them busy. I know that P&O are changing the policy on some of their ships and making them not adult only. It was Arcadia. Is it Arcadia or was it which one's my friend going on? Let's have a look. What did she say? Yeah, she's going on Arcadia, and I think it's from December next year. Arcadia will not be adult only. I'm not sure if that's a full-time thing or just for certain cruises or quite what. I know a lot of shipmates on the group cruise weren't particularly impressed by that. Popular ship amongst the shipmates, and particularly wants lots of children running around on board. Apparently P&O carried out a survey and 30% of the respondents said that they would prefer if they could bring children on board. And so for that 30%, they've decided that's what they're going to do. Hopefully the air bridge hadn't gone too far. The pilot had radioed in with numbers and radioed in to say they were ready to go. I don't suspect the air bridge had gone too far, so hopefully it won't take too long for them to reconnect to the air bridge, and then they'll be heading towards the upper swing ground. And coming back down towards us. And I suspect past the dock head I shall probably call it a night, because it is getting quite dark out there. It's funny how quickly this happens. It goes from lovely light evenings to very dark evenings very quickly. Well, shipmate Cliff Hunter says we are on holiday in Bembridge in July, and so the ships anchored off the coast did not move for the entire 10 days we were there. Yes, I think that's when Fawley had their big problems. They had big problems over the plant, and it was closed for a couple of months. And yeah, I think it was around that time of year. It was absolutely packed. I've never seen so many tankers moored off the coast there. I hope you had a good holiday in Bembridge on the Isle of Wight. I think it was a good idea to support the local economy. Car park at the ferry terminal now looking very empty. Cruise terminal is also empty. Southampton water, or rather the Southampton docks here,
Station
pretty quiet.
calling Arcadia, channel 12 good.
One ferry departing. A couple of super yachts being loaded over here. Oh, I think there was another one moving round when I was listening to the radio earlier. The Sunseeker was going around. I don't know where that is. But I'll zoom the camera out a bit just in case it's there.
Queen Anne BTS, very good evening to you. The Queen Anne, BTS, that's all copied. Thank you. Just the Colombian Star there, inward bound. I can see the cross-channel ferry Galicia, approximately 15 miles to the southwest. Have a good watch, sir, and a safe passage, and we'll speak to you on your return.
Very noisy on that one. There you go. You can see them welding the props underneath the hull there. Just weld them straight to the deck. Then when they get to the other end, they cut them off.
Station Queen in BTS, over. So, Ruyan, BTS, very good evening to you.
Yeah, you can see the sparks of the flashing of the welding there. Shipmate Spike says, so dark it feels like 9 p.m. I just said that to a friend. Contacted me a while ago saying it's not very good.
Ruyan, BTS, that's all copied, and I can confirm pilot boarding time of 1900, 190.
And yeah, I looked out and I thought, gosh, I don't know why it feels so dark. It really does feel like 8, 9 o'clock at night. Well, shipmate Pat Luckett says, I hope they don't do that with Aurora. Hello, Isle of Wight World Ship Society member would be very unhappy. In the way I've loved that ship. I've had many cruises on her.
VTS Red Osprey, Northwest Netley in.
Yeah, I think it's... No, I can't think it's a good thing, personally.
BTS, that's all copied, and you are clear to proceed.
Thank you.
I don't quite know why they've done it. Because I was wondering, I was talking to someone, I said maybe they're having some cruises which are child friendly and then the rest of them are adult only. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? If the grandparents particularly like Arcadia or something, I always want to go on Arcadia, but yeah, well. I think it's a crew member that's actually been injured and getting off the ships, not a passenger. You could just see there at the bottom of that, I think that's a Sunseeker. It's got a stabilisation fin. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can zoom in on it a little bit. No, apparently not. That didn't work. Itching Cam's having some performance issues lately.
VTS Red Jet 6 approaching Northwest Netley. Permission to carry on with speed, please.
I don't even know what it's looking at now. What is it looking
Red Jet 6 BTS, that's all copied, and you are clear to proceed.
Thank you.
Oh, blimey, I think we're looking at the beach. That's the pier. There we go. Back on the ship now. Yeah, so pretty much in the centre of the screen, you can see what looks like a wing underneath the ship. That's a stabiliser. So that moves, oscillates around a bit, keeps the vessel stable. Makes the ride more comfortable and less likely to spill your rum-based beverage. Oh, shipmate Janet Lester says apparently it's to do with grandparents wanting to take their grandchildren on a cruise with them from time to time. See that? I could get that. So is it going to be a permanent addition, do you think, or is it just a temporary? Some cruises then allow grandchildren on. Interesting, isn't it? I suppose it's difficult to please everyone all the time. Well, shipmate Richard Borwitz is back for an evening shift. Yeah, this is like triple shifts today. I'm triple duty. One morning shift, afternoon shift, and now the evening shift. Evening shift's been delayed slightly. We've got a medical emergency on Arcadia. I believe a crew member is getting off. It's always a fascinating hive of activity when there's container ships in the port there, busy whizzing around with the cranes and everything. Absolutely fascinating. Shipmate Barbara Rolfe says the Aurora Arcadia cruises, including children, are mainly in the school holidays. I suppose that makes sense. But there are no special areas for children. Probably only suit certain ages. But it does mean Christmas cruises. Okay, I suppose that works. I suppose if it's just occasional cruising, that would make sense. They say they can't go outside of school holidays anyway, can they really? But I suppose if you want to go out at Christmas time without the little devils running around. Well, shipmates Bike says, need a further sweepstake on when the captain will remember a rum-based cocktail. I had a really good rum-based cocktail on the Sky Princess. It was a Captain's Bounty. Very good. It's all like sweet and sour, quite tart it was. I quite enjoyed that. There's not many rum-based cocktails I like. Some of them are a little too much for me, a little too sweet. Another one I really enjoyed the other day was at the Voco Hotel, just here in Southampton. I went to a mermaid spirits evening where the mermaid spirits from the Isle of Wight were there showing us their wares, and the one from there was excellent. In fact, it was let me see if I can find it. I took a photograph of it. It was a very peculiar set of ingredients, some funny names. Let's see if I can find it. A few months ago. No, not then. No, that's Hamburg. Hamburg. Got a couple of videos to make about Hamburg at least. I enjoy Hamburg, easily accessible from the cruise ship terminal. That's the ship launch in France. Let's keep going. Oh, yes. I need to buy a tile. I remember that now. I think it was longer ago than I thought, actually, the spirit rum tasting. Hydroplane. Here we go. The one I liked particularly at the Voco was called, and I think the picture's out of focus. Oh, here we go. The Monkey and the Mermaid. Mermaid spiced rum, discarded banana rum, orange bitters, and a dash of coconut syrup. It was wonderfully full and flavourful. Not too sweet. Yeah, they're still wandering around welding up supports there on the boat. I did read a story once of somebody had their boat transported, and somewhere in the Atlantic the ship hit a bit of rough patch and it fell off. So they had to seek insurance, and it got very complicated and messy.
Glacier BTS.
More welding going on. There you go, you can see them welding there underneath. I think that's a Princess. That one. I don't think that's a Sunseeker.
Glacier BTS, that's all copied, thank you. Just the cruise ship Queen and they're passing through the nav anchorages. Outward bound, nothing else immediate for outward bound at this time.
Ah, shipmate Wayno. I didn't know XL 447 was. Got to relearn all these people's names. It's very annoying. Hard enough for me at the best of times to try and keep a grip on these things without everyone changing their names. Yeah, there you go, welding the supports on. Quite the operation to get these ships on board. You've got to have divers to put the strops on. Then you've got to have welders on board to load the ships and weld them on securely into place. Got to have good skilled crane operator. Definitely not your average jobs there. You can see why it costs quite a lot of money. Yeah, just waiting on the Arcadia. She had a medical evacuation of a crew member. And Hades just sent me a link to the information about Arcadia and Aurora open for all ages. Yes, 28% of respondents were interested. Yeah, I think it's only limited to a certain number of cruises. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not so bad then. That doesn't seem such a bad idea, but I imagine a few people would be a bit miffed about the Christmas ones.
Just on the Iranian BTS, evening again.
BTS, RS Divers.
RS Divers BTS, stand by, I'm talking to another vessel. Solar ruined VTS, apologies. Can you say again you were spoken over?
Busy welding away there.
Solar ruined VTS, all copy, thank you. Just maintain a good listening watch, please. Channels 12 for VTS traffic, 09 for the pilots, and the launch will call you with instructions on channel 09, over. So the Union VTS, that's all copied. I've got no traffic outbound due to the deep water route, so you are clear to proceed. RS Divers VTS.
RS Divers VTS, permission to put a diver in the water, berth 44.
RS Divers VTS, all copied and clear to proceed.
It's all copied, thank you, sir.
Another diver in. Must be another powerboat being loaded. Couldn't see one when I was looking earlier.
Colombian Star VTS, very good evening to you, Jerry. Colombian Star VTS, that's all copy, thank you. I've got no outbound traffic to effectuate this time. Next outbound is the UKD Bluefin, she's at the West Bramble.
Well, the shipmate CAD can't wait. CAD 908 can't wait to go on Iona this Saturday. Shipmate Paul, all right, it was a bit curt, wasn't it? Well, what you can't hear is that often VTS are talking to ships elsewhere, and then when someone else pipes up, they can't hear, so they have to say, please hold on a second while I talk to someone else. Shipmate Storm Watch Druids, it's going to be a bit quiet with no cruise ships until Wednesday. Yeah, indeed. Well, at least I can get on with some video editing, I suppose. There's always a plus side.
VTS Red Jet 6, shortly departing Town Quay for Cows.
Red Jet 6 VTS, good evening to you, that's all copy, thank you. You are clear to proceed, I've got no traffic to effectuate this time.
That's all copy, sir. Good evening.
Here's the Arcadia. Medical emergency on board. Member of crew being evacuated. They had to bring the air bridge back. Hopefully, luckily, I don't think it was too far away.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon departing Cow.
Red Falcon VTS will receive, thank you. UKD Bluefin, West Bramble, turn out to the east.
Copy, sir, thanks.
Shipmate, excellent. Ben Hades asking me if I finished my Neoliner Origin video. No, I haven't actually. I've been working on it today, on and off. Doing quite well. We'll put a bit more into work to it this evening when this live stream finishes, if it ever finishes. And then I get that out. I've got to send it off for review first. And then once it's reviewed and accepted, then I shall release it for you all to see. So trying not to make it too long, but I did actually see quite a lot of the ship, so it was worth showing various different features of the vessel. I had a full tour. I went in the garages and onto the bridge, into the passenger cabins, into the galley, in fact, as well, into the mess room. It's an unusual vessel. It's a wind-powered Ro-Ro with space for 12 passengers in 6 cabins. and they're not particularly luxurious. Functional is the word that comes to mind. Good size, though, actually. Good, very, really good size. Plenty of space on board. But not very luxurious. And if you want to go transatlantic, it's about 13, 14 nights on board to go transatlantic. Heard any more from Arcadia? Well, the shipmate Donna Links lass, Donna Lincolnshire lass, I presume. Ah, well, the shipmate Waynox. I think that's shipmate Wayno perfecting his new username. Like I said, it's going to get very confusing with
Southampton VTS, Red Eagle, hook buoy out.
very confusing with all you shipmates
Red
with
Eagle,
new names.
VTS, all received, thank you.
Thank you.
It's getting very busy down in the ferry terminal again.
Southampton VTS, Interview Trader. Good evening.
This is Trader VTS. Good evening.
Southampton VTS, Caesarea Trader. Good evening. Passing War Memorial outbound to Jersey over the new ground. We'll leave the channel between St. Helens and Navid. Maximum draft 5 meters with 11 passengers, 11, 22 crew, 22, carrying dangerous cargo, and
Zero Trader VTS, that's all copy, thank you. The Colombian Star is west of the Nav Tower, inward bound.
Oh, it's noisy. I was just looking for a picture of the Neoliner Origin to show you with the ship I was on, and I just found a picture of me at a train station in Wales. I thought it was quite amusing. There I am at the train station. What a great name for a train station. Try and pronounce that after a few rum-based cocktails.
Colombian Star VTS, evening again, Jerry. Traffic update for you. This is Zara Trader. She's just past the War Memorial now, outward bound from Portsmouth.
Got what I was looking for now. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for a picture of a ship. I'm easily distracted with poor old captain here. Let's show you a picture of the ship that I went to see, the Neoliner Origin. I must have a picture of it somewhere. Do I not have a picture of it? It's rather foolish of me, isn't it, if I don't? No, I'm sure I do somewhere. There we go. There's a picture of me with the Neoliner Origin. This is the film I'm making that I went down to France to film, and here I am with the captain of the. He used to be a captain. He's now the co-owner of the business. Here he is there. So this is the Neoliner Origin. As you can see, it's a ro-ro vessel with two massive, great carbon fibre masts with composite sails. And the captain was very generous, and he's French, but his English was good enough. He's telling me all about it. very interesting. So anyway, I'm just finishing up that film, and that's I was invited down there, so I do have a bit of a. I do actually have to finish that one. Bit of a mission. Well, they should make Kexi says nice picture with the name. Yeah, it's a great name that is. I can't. I did learn how to pronounce it a while back, and I've forgotten. It's like Clandilly Gogo Gogo Koch or something. A bit more than that. There's more to it. Well, I'm just waiting for the Arcadia. She's delayed due to a crew member requiring medical evacuation. They brought the air bridge back. I imagine that's taken a little while. Hopefully they've got the crew member off, and it'll probably take them a little while to take the air bridge back again. So I would think, if they would think any time now, they'd probably be ready to go again. But it does take a little while for those air bridges to move. They're not exactly sports cars. More welding going on down there. There we go. I've got a better picture of the vessel here with the sails up. I mean, it didn't look that big from the outside. I mean, it's a reasonably sized vessel, but when you're inside on the cargo deck area, my word, that you really get to appreciate the volume of the cargo area. I wonder if I've got a picture of the inside. Let's have a look. Oh, and while nobody was looking, I quickly jumped into the captain's seat, ready to take command. Although it did look rather complicated to drive, so I'm not sure we'd have gone anywhere very quickly. Oh yes, here's the cargo area. Yeah, here you go. Here's a picture of the inside. This is the main garage, and below this there are two more garages. Well, there's one garage below this which can be divided into two. Give you a 5 metre head room. It's like a 5.5 metre head room, or it can be divided into two floors of about 2.5 metre head room, which is enough to get cars on. But yes, it gives you some idea of the size of the vessel. It felt much bigger on the inside than it looked on the outside. Well, the shipmate Donna says that seat suits you. Yes, did indeed. Very nice seat. Lovely brand new ship. It was a pleasure to go around a brand new ship. Everything's clean and squeaky, and floors are all clean. Everything's just perfect. Everything. Well, I was going to say I'm not sure everything works. I'm not sure, but I've assumed everything works. Oh, busy welding away over here on the Itchen. See them welding the supports. They weld so many of those braces in to secure the vessels. I suppose more is better than less. Well, it's all a bit quiet on the radio. I'm not quite sure what's happening. I'm tempted to nip down to the galley and get a top up of my drink, get some more water. Like I say, I've got a real backlog of films to start editing, so I'm going to start editing them shortly. Now I've got a bit more time, and it's going to be less busy in port. I'll have a quick look through. What have I got? Give you an idea of things to come. I've got a ship tour of the Azamara Onward, a ship tour of the Spanish galleon Andalusia. I took a visit to Eyam, up near Manchester. It's a plague village. Lockdown. Stories from there. Where else have we got? Part of the White Horses. I've got my old film on White Horses. I think I'm a couple of White Horses short still. I've got a ship tour of Emerald Princess. I took a visit to the Henley Traditional Boat Festival.
Southampton VTS, these are a trader between the forts now, bound across the new ground.
Zero trader VTS, that's all. Copy, thank you. Got the Colombian Star there, just past the Blue Grounds Buoy, inward bound. Next boarding for Southampton will be the Solar Blue Yud. Should be boarding east of the Tower at 1900.
VTS trader, that's all. Copy, sir. Thank you. We'll be leaving the channel just to the west of the Navy still.
Zero trader VTS, that's all. Copy, thank you.
Thank you. Correction, sir, just to the west of the St Helens port.
West of St Helens. All received, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. What else we got? My ship visit on Oceania Vista. A video of a hydroplane. Shipmate who is testing a hydroplane, planning to break the water speed record. My little trip to Wales on the Blaenau Festiniog Railway. The Neo Liner Origin film. I'm working on that at the moment. Trip to Hamburg.
VTS, Nordic Sun.
And Miniature World. Yeah, so that gives you a flavour.
Nordic Sun VTS, very good evening to you.
VTS, Nordic Sun, good evening. Right on board here at SO number 7. Just making ready for departure for decimal 8. Vessel is off to Rotterdam, 11 plus 1 on board.
Nordic Sun VTS, that's all. Copy, thank you. Arcadia still alongside at this time. She's just dealing with something, and then she should be giving us a call when she's ready to depart. So traffic clearance for yourself to depart as soon as you're ready.
Clearance to depart, thank you.
Nordic Sun then. Sund down at the Fawley terminal. The smaller vessels down there. The Wittonia topping up. She's the local bunkering vessel. Nordic Sun off to where she's off to. Bet she's off to Rotterdam, is she? Yeah. Sundowner. Sundowner came in this morning. Now we've got a collection of tugs along here. The Apex, Phoenix, the Lomax, as well as a couple of little vessels that just pull the lines in from the tankers when they arrive. Nothing yet from the Arcadia. Shipmate Dean Buddies says no sunburn in Devon, but we have maintained 12C. Well, that's pretty good. It's been a bit warmer down with you than it has been here. So it was 9 degrees this morning when I checked the temperature earlier on. Definitely noticeably chilly. Shipmate Kerry, I don't know quite where Shipmate Kerry is, but got sunburn. I think you've possibly been up on deck for a little too long, Shipmate. Shipmate Margaret thinks perhaps the air bridge operator had gone home. I think it was just in time. They hadn't really gone anywhere, so hopefully no one had moved. So quick, come back. I need the air bridge. Otherwise, if she'd started moving, you'd have to get a helicopter in and winch someone off. It's a bit unnecessary. Yeah, I've got some more films as well somewhere. I'm not quite sure where they are. I think they're on my laptop. Yeah, so I will be getting through these. Let's have a look. Well, have I got some more here somewhere? Yes. Video of the one super yacht. Got some footage of that as well.
Station calling VTS over.
Oh, shipmate Spike's a small vessel.
VTS, Arcadia.
Oh, Arcadia at last.
Thames Highway, VTS, that's all copied to pass in Mayflower inward bound. All received, thank you. Arcadia, VTS.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't know you were on someone else. Yeah, casualty landed now, so adjusting the figures, same passengers 2087. Crew is now 841. That's 2928 plus 1.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copied. Thank you, sir. Just a correction to the figures, 2087 passengers, 841 crew, with a total of 2928 plus yourself.
Yeah, that's correct, and I think we'll be another 10 minutes before we land the gangway.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copied, thank you. There is nothing immediate for you at this time. The next boarding, the solar ruined gun, she'll be boarding 1900 east of the tower. She's up for SO number 3. We have got the Thames Highway boarding at 2000, but she'll be up for 105.
Yeah, understood. I'll give you a shout once we're ready to go.
That's all received, thank you.
Well, sounds like Arcadia will be off shortly. I'm just going to go to the galley a second and get some water.
Yes, RS Divers.
RS Divers, VTS.
That's our diver clear of the water on berth 44, and that's the end of diving operations today.
RS Divers, VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you, good evening to you all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Station calling VTS, over. So brilliant, VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. Arcadia, VTS. Arcadia VTS, all copy, thank you. Traffic cleared through to depart.
Got here on the radio there, clearance to depart for Arcadia. I think I did. I didn't hear Arcadia. It sounded like clearance to depart was given. Chaps down there still busy welding on the supports, strapping up the vessels. Definitely earning their bread there. Shipmate Spike said yes, Arcadia cleared to depart. Shipmate Lord Andrew says radio call airbridge disconnected about 10 minutes. Yeah, so it'll take a little while to single up. She might be on the move relatively shortly. Good. Yeah, it's turning a bit of a long broadcast, this one, isn't it? What's going on in the Isle of Wight? Oh, very dark on the Isle of Wight. Lots going on at the cruise terminal. Not a lot going on Port Cam. Chaps are busy welding away on Itchen Cam. Netley Cam, that's Dockhead. It's all looking very dark. See the containers whizzing off there. Junction Cam. Yeah, good view on Junction Cam. Seems to have lots of traffic jams on Junction Cam.
BTS, all copy, thank you.
Currently the weather is still around 10 degrees C. Wind's picking up again. 90% humidity. Ferry terminal. It's just loading the ferry. I don't know how many supports they need, but they're certainly getting quite a lot of them. Must be quite part of your bill for exporting your yachts. Must be all the welding that goes on.
Southampton VTS, good evening. This is the Red Falcon passing the Hook Boy inbound.
Red Falcon VTS, evening to you, that's all copy, thank you. Just be aware the Nordic Sun SO number 7 at stations outward bound, and Arcadia just getting underway now from 106.
All copy, sir, many thanks.
Yeah, like I say, next broadcast will be the Wednesday, or Arcadia again. She's only off. So Arcadia, I don't know if you know where we said Arcadia's going to, actually. Arcadia is off just on a quick trip to Zeebrugge back. So she's back on Wednesday. And then after that, she heads off on a 19-day Eastern Mediterranean discovery. Actually, I think this is one of our shipmates was on this cruise, on the group cruise. It looked really interesting. So, part Southampton on the 29th of October. First port of call is Tangier in Morocco. Then Palermo in Sicily. So it's really jumping over to the Eastern Mediterranean quite quickly. Then it's Athens in Greece. Kusadasi in Turkey. Heraklion in Greece. In Greece. Then back to Valletta in Malta, Cadiz in Spain, and back to Port Southampton. That's 19 days. Looks really interesting. There's some very more unusual ports on that cruise. On the 6th of January, she has a 99-day round trip world epic explorer. That's what they all do around January. Everyone goes off on a world cruise. I suppose it's a good time of year to go away on a world cruise. You've had Christmas and all that sort of thing. Not a particularly interesting month, January, so why not head around the world? This one particularly, I think, is focusing on Australia. So this one leaves on the 6th of January. Calls in at Lisbon in Portugal, Funchal in Madeira, Santa Cruz de Tenerife in the Canary Islands, then Cape Verde, Santiago Island in Cape Verde, Dakar in Senegal, Walvis Bay in Namibia, Cape Town in South Africa, Port Elizabeth in South Africa, then heads across to the Reunion Island, Port Louis in Mauritius Island, then across to Fremantle in Western Australia, Adelaide in South Australia, Melbourne in Victoria, Australia, Sydney in New South Wales, Dunedin in Port Chalmers in New Zealand, Wellington in New Zealand, Napier in New Zealand, Auckland in New Zealand, and Tauranga for Rotorua in New Zealand. Some lovely bubbling muds in Rotorua. Then across to Fiji for Suva and Latuka. Then across to Honolulu in Oahu Island of Hawaii, San Francisco in California, Los Angeles, Long Beach, California, Manzillo, the Mexican Riviera, through the Panama Canal to Curaçao in the Netherlands, the Dutch Antilles Islands, Bridgetown in Barbados, Ponta Delgada in the Azores, and then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. Now, that's quite the itinerary, that is. That is 99 days. I have no idea on price on that one. Your guess is as good as mine. I would say probably somewhere in the region of £20,000 starting for an inside cabin. Shipmate Daniel Elliott says, do you know how much it costs to have your super yacht shipped out to you? Well, I don't know how much it costs to have your super yacht shipped out to you, but I do know I inquired for a friend at Boat Show a couple of years ago. He has Captain Marty, in fact. Captain Marty's got a 48-foot Fairline Phantom. And to ship that to Mallorca was going to cost...
VTS, Red Osprey, good evening. Shortly departing Royal Bay for Cows, please.
It's going to cost approximately £30,000.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, all received. Traffic information, the Nordic Sund departing SO7 berth, outbound to the east, plus local ferry traffic. Over.
All copy, thank you.
Chap said if I wanted a proper price, he'd have to go back and check his working it out and so whatever. I said, no, so we're just after a rough idea. Captain Marty is thinking potentially about taking his boat to Mallorca. I think it's probably cheaper to take it on a ship than it is to go around, because his boat will do, depends how fast you go, but it'll probably do 300 or 400 miles on a tank of fuel, which is about £1,000. So we'd probably get through quite a few tanks of fuel. But it'd be quite the adventure, wouldn't it, if you sailed it there? But just an idea. So yeah, it's not cheap at all. Well, shipmate Carrie says thank you for staying up so late. It's not too bad. It does feel late. I was up relatively early this morning, and I've forgotten because it looks like it's 7 o'clock, but it's really 8 o'clock, isn't it? Shipmate Zoe Lloyd says, don't believe there are any inside cabins left for the World Cruise in January 26. I would suspect you're correct there, shipmate. I imagine they sell out pretty quickly.
UKD Bluefin, Southampton VTS.
Southampton VTS Bluefin.
UKD Bluefin, Southampton VTS. Traffic information, the EMS highway east of the Deepwater Channel, inbound to board a pilot at the North Spur Bridge 2000, and the tanker Solar Ruayun at boarding station Bravo, boarding pilot now. Question, will you be departing the main channel between Warner and St. Helens, boys? Over.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Bluefin, Southampton VTS, that's all received, and further traffic, the Colombian start, the Warner boy, she will be going into Portsmouth. Over.
Thank you.
Southampton VTS, Colombian Star, just coming up between the ports. Thank you very much for your help, sir.
Colombian Star VTS, all received, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
VTS, we're champion.
We're champion VTS.
VTS, we're champion evening again. Just approaching the Portsmouth Channel now, going down to 11 for Portsmouth VTS. Thank you very much for your help, and we'll speak to you again tomorrow afternoon.
We're champion, Southampton VTS, all received. Immediate traffic, the Colombian Star, the Warner boy, inbound for Portsmouth. Also, over.
Yeah, that's all received, so yeah, thank you very much. We're probably just going to hang around here anyway, wait for the Galicia and then follow her in.
Champion VTS received, thank you. Trader for the VTS all received, thank you.
The Arcadia is on the move. Right. Sorry, I was napping on the job here. Let's move this across. I was too busy thinking about transporting yachts. There we go. That is the Arcadia. That only just come on the screen. She's heading to the upper swing ground, where she will swing. Oh, I don't know which way she's going to swing round, actually. Well, let's have a look. Probably, I would think, anti-clockwise. That's the Arcadia there, and then the container ship we're watching, the CMA Zheng He. She's busy unloading, and then that's the Arcadia. Just about to see Arcadia's name illuminated there in the centre. I don't know that we'll have any wavers or flags on board. It's a really inconvenient time to depart, isn't it? Right in the middle of dining. Shipwreck Kerry Tarrant, blimey, she's all over the place, isn't she? She's on Queen Victoria, then on Iona. Gosh, you won't know what land looks like, shipmate. Now the Queen, the Arcadia, heading off on a very simple cruise this time. Just a little 3-day round trip to Belgium. It's got a lovely world cruise down to Australia and New Zealand. Just looking through our itinerary, seeing if there's anything interesting in there. Well, she's going to the fields at some point. And Spain. Oh, Christmas next year. Oh, no, she's done. There's quite a lot of longer cruises. I'm just looking through the list. Now, obviously, she's away for 3 months for the world cruise. Now, when she gets back in March, the cruises are 16 days, 19 days, 16 days, 19 days, 14 days. Yeah.
Roger 6 Southampton VTS received. Traffic information. The Nordic Sun has now departed from Esserbirth 7, proceed outbound to the east. And the Arcadia upper swinging ground outbound. Over.
That's why we don't see it very often in port then. Quite a few longer cruises, not many, the odd 7-day one, but mainly they're 16, 19. And then in September, she's even got a 30-day round trip, autumn colours of Canada and New England. I'm surprised she's not doing that this year then. She's not doing that this year. Wait, hang on, when was that? Is for beginning of September. Well, she may have done that. So next year, that's September the 2nd, 2026. 30 days round trip.
Calling VTS.
She goes to St. John's in Newfoundland, Labrador in Canada. Quebec in Canada. Quebec City in Canada. Sept Îles in Quebec, Canada. And then Halifax in Nova Scotia, Canada. Then Boston, Massachusetts. New York in Manhattan. Then Newport, Rhode Island. And then Sydney in Nova Scotia. There we go. Newport, Rhode Island. It's quite a small place for a big ship. Interesting. Anyway, we Arcadia busy spinning away up there, as I thought, anti-clockwise. The Arcadia, one of the older vessels in P&O's fleet, built in 2005. Makes her 20 years old. At least I can still do a bit of maths in my head. She's a Vista class ship, 84,000 gross tons. So compared to Iona and Arvia, 100,000 gross tons lighter. She's departing more or less with full double occupancy passenger-wise. And last refurbished in 2024. It's a top speed of 22 knots, 41 kilometres an hour for all you continental types, or 25 miles per hour in the King's units. I was talking to Paul from Love Cruise the other day. He showed me something. It was bookings for, let's see if I can find it. Yes, so it wasn't really for bookings, but it was a roadmap for the cruise industry. And this roadmap of ship launches goes all the way until 2036, which is quite impressive. So Norwegian, they've got Luna this year, then they've got a couple, another one in 2027 and one in 2028. Then a new class of ship in 2030, 2032, 2034 and 2036. Disney, I've got Adventure and Disney this year. They've got a Wish class ship in 2027, another one in 2029, and also a new class of ship in 2029, and another new class, and another new class ship in 2031, and another new class ship in 2033. Blimey. That's definitely forward planning, isn't it? Shipmate Margaret says, wish she was the same age as Arcadia. Yeah, same here. That would be good, wouldn't it? Well, the shipmate Sussex Rail Enthusiast says, she's younger than me by 3 years. Oh, in that case, you probably want to go on the, I think it's the Aurora's older. You might be the same age as the Aurora.
Main channel to the east.
Nordic Sun, Southampton and BTS stats will receive inbound traffic. The EMS highway approaching Nav End, boarding at the North Spur Bridge board between 2005 and 22010. The Solar Yun passing east of the Nav Tower, taking the deep water channel inbound. Over.
All copy, thank you.
Solar Yun, Southampton BTS. Solar BTS, the Arcadia has informed that she'll be at the PC for around 2030. Over.
Shipmate Spikes, does my robot show retirements? No, it doesn't show retirements. Do you know what? That's a really good point you make about retirements. I think some of these ships are lasting much longer than they used to. Maybe they're building them to better specifications in the first place, and the refits are more extensive and better. Also, quite often...
Southampton VTS, good evening. This is the Red Falcon passing Northwest Netley inbound. Permission to maintain speed?
Red Falcon, Southampton VTS, you may continue at speed with caution. The Arcadia passing 108 berth outbound. Over.
All copy, sir. Many thanks.
Yeah, they seem to last longer these days, and also once they reach the end of life in one cruise line, they seem to be sold to another cruise line that repurposes them for a different market that's more suitable. So yeah, they do seem to last a lot longer these days, I think. 20 years for a cruise ship doesn't seem to be a problem. P&O operate a couple that are 20 years older and more. Shipmate Kerry Tarrant says, Captain, can you give a shout out to Uncle and Auntie, cousins? We're all on P&O Arcadia in the bar, getting their rum-based cocktails. That's very sensible, that is. That's shipmates Gary, Jess and Brooke. Well, enjoy your rum-based cocktail. I'm enjoying my glass of water. There we go, she's getting closer now. Seems like it's been a long time. Frequently these live streams go on longer than I anticipate. It's a good job I arranged for my galley time in between the two ships. I've learnt my lesson over the years. Don't plan for galley time after the broadcast. If I can, do it between the broadcast. Well, there's shipmates, Mike. I read that he wrote quite a few of the lager cruise lines will sell their older ships. I'm thinking lager cruise lines. What's a lager cruise line? Must be some sort of Dutch thing. No, I meant larger. So I was misreading it. I think the long day has caught up with me. Too many hours staring at screens while I was editing my videos and things. Right, I think I can finally move the camera a little bit now. It's just quite dark. Doesn't seem that long ago that we had some lovely sunsets, and now at 7:15, it's been pitch black for quite some time. Here she comes down to Mayflower Park. Looks like there potentially is one. No, I don't think there's anyone. I could say potentially there might be one person down the park watching the departure, but I don't think there's even one person. Shipmate Kerry Tavern's getting herself a red wind. Red wind. Not sure what a red wind is. Speller Steve Joyce reminding us that there are 2,087 passengers on board. That's almost maximum double occupancy. 841 crew. She's off to Zeebrugge or Bruges. Not the
Bluefin BTS.
I mean, I like Bruges. Don't get me wrong, Bruges is fantastic. The only problem is it's a little way from the port.
Bluefin BTS, that's all received. Thank you.
So if you are travelling to Bruges, then you'll end up docking up here, and then it's not far, but you certainly can't walk it like you can in Hamburg or Port of Southampton or Rotterdam or even Cherbourg in France. This port, you definitely need to take the shuttle bus. But Bruges, if you haven't been to Bruges, Bruges is a beautiful little city. Well, shipmate Donna says certainly today has felt like the first real day of autumn. With a frost start. Oh, frosty start, eh? I didn't have a frosty start here. Yeah, I did hear on the radio that there's been quite a lot of frost around the country. So yes, I think you're right. It did feel like it when I went out first thing. Very cool indeed. Real change from what it has been. It's probably this time of year where I'll start putting the Iron Horse away. Stable it up for the winter. Give it a going over. Treat it to some new fluids. Give it a wash. Get its maybe put some new horseshoes on it. With their shipmate NRC 001, currently on Arcadia, going transatlantic. It's funny because it's funny. It's a couple of shipmates have noticed that Arcadia has not been going quite on the course she was expected, and the shipmate who is an Arcadia going transatlantic said they had a medical evacuation off the French coast yesterday, and today they diverted to La Coruna due to the tragic death of a crew member. Gosh. I wonder if that was an accident or just natural causes. Well, that's not very good, is it? I mean, I suppose statistically, you think how many people are on Arcadia, these things will happen. Shipmate Donna says the doggy had his barber jacket on for his walkies. Sounds like a pampered pooch if ever I've heard one. We can see the 3 red lights on top of Arcadia. That indicates that this vessel is constrained by her draft. Means she's a clear channel vessel, very large, and cannot get out of the way. If you're a smaller vessel, it is your duty to get out of the way. Yeah, she is. Look at that. Very well illuminated this evening. I suppose at this time there could well be a lot of people getting ready in their cabins, couldn't there? It seems like a lot of cabin lights on. So yeah, people are probably getting ready for dinner, or heading down to a little aperitif before dinner. Or maybe they've come back in and already had dinner. They decided to switch on ship's TV. I'd be interested to know how many people watch ship's TV on a ship. Way back in the days when I first started doing this, there was a chap who worked on a fishing boat I think he was out of somewhere like Brixham or somewhere, and he'd be in the English Channel, and he commented quite a few times that he was on the fishing boat and they were heading out somewhere, and he'd be watching ship's TV on a fishing boat. It's an interesting world these days, isn't it? Interesting world.
BTS, Red Jet 6 approaching high volume, permission to airspeed, please.
Red Jet 6, Southampton VTS, you may continue at speed with caution of the outbound Arcadia, appear ahead, over.
All copy, sir, thank you.
Well, so the question is, where will the tarmacking be next week? Which bit are they going to tarmac next? Are they tarmacking the left-hand side, the right-hand side, maybe the middle? Or are they doing another strip down the centre? Or maybe that's it. Maybe they've finished tarmacking. Maybe they're just tarmacking that end. Who knows? Who knows? Well, something to look forward to. There we go. There is Arcadia heading past the Town Quay. Heading off to Bruges. Right, shipmates, hope you enjoyed that one. Taken a bit of a while this evening to get going, isn't it? Bit of a long one. I've had 2 broadcasts today. One at 10 o'clock this morning. That was good, actually. It was nice and bright this morning. It was good to see a ship leave in the daylight at that time. Don't often see that. That was the MSC Virtuosa, and she was off for a refit. She's off to Rotterdam for, I think it's just over 3 weeks, actually, for some works. Don't know exactly what they're doing. And she had 51 passengers on board. Very curious amount of passengers, that is. Difficult to see the Arcadia behind Town Quay Pier. Quite a small vessel compared to MSC Virtuosa that towered over the Town Quay earlier. Right, I shall do a bit of editing this evening. I'll probably get up early, do some editing tomorrow before I've got other work-related things to do. I've got some spare parts arriving for Ferry Cam to waterproof the connector and de-pigeonify it, make it pigeon-proof, to stop it being pecked at. So I've got those 2 jobs to do. I've also got a new outside microphone for Ferry Cam. I've also got another microphone I've been working on, which works really well. I just can't seem to get the computer to work, the software to work, to make it do what I want to do. So it's on my list of ever-ending jobs, but as it's getting quieter this time of year, I can actually catch up on some of these jobs, edit some of the videos. I know there's a particular couple of shipmates out there that are keen to see the last video of my New York experience, which is actually on my laptop, which I'll have a look at. Well, should we chow for now? Love the pigeons. No, I'm not so keen on pigeons. No, there was a comedian on the radio this morning that was waxing lyrical about the virtues of pigeons, and for me, they tend to attack my cameras. One of them bashed Junction Cam a while ago and knocked it over. Another one, well, this is the second time I think the pigeons have had a go at the cable. They don't seem to be so interested in the seagulls aren't so interested in the cables. All the cameras, they're not so inquisitive. Well, shipmate James Meyer, many thanks for subscribing. Welcome aboard, shipmate. It's the pigeons that just seem to be unnecessarily curious.
BTS, Red Osprey, hook out.
Red Osprey, VCS received, thank you.
Well, have you enjoyed that with shipmates? We'll be back on Wednesday for the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It does help the channel out massively. And if you are a patron,
Red Eagle, Southampton, VCS received, outbound traffic B.
Or a channel member, PayPal donor, many thanks for your continued support of the channel. And of course, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after this live stream in the chat and all the other live streams. And with that, I shall do a bit more editing before I hit the bunk early, because the captain's feeling tired today. So until next time, shipmates.